Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Taruna Bachtera Putra Bachtiar. I'm English Literate State Students 2017 in English Department, Faculty of Law and Language, Unisbank Semarang. This presentation is made for requirements of my research paper for my undergraduate degree in English Language and Literature. So, my research paper is under the title Taboos spoken by the characters in a SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, playing in movies in 2020. Okay, this presentation consists with four sections. The first is cover and title. The second one is problem statement and background. The third is research method and approach. And the last is finding and conclusion. We, we will start in problem statement and background. So language also plays an important role to give people an understanding how of how to create good communication with one another according to Lincoln. And then Indonesian people, especially in Java or in many islands in Java, there are many of them tend to regard or respect certain of the value of what we call politeness. The researchers tend to avoid taboo words in their daily speech. This study is focused in taboo words appears in a movie, and the researcher take a movie or the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run is one of the subject of my research. There are many related taboos to these studies. First is by Rahmayani and Fitrawati, 2018, entitled Analysis, Types and Functions of Taboo Words in the Wolf of Wall Street movie. The second study is by Nikma, 2020, entitled Taboo Words in Strike Out Accountant movie. Third study is Kusumaningsi, 2019, entitled Taboo Words in 21 Jump Street movie. Fourth study is Anggita, 2015, entitled A Sociolinguistic Analysis of Taboo Words in Bad Teacher movie. The problem statement is the researcher is interested to analyze taboo words in the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run because people, especially children, like to watch a cartoon movie such as this movie. But it has a potential negative side when taboo words in this movie can influence in children among their home environment. After all, the following background above, the researcher wants to analyze the use of taboo words spoken by the characters in the SpongeBob movie. The first question is, what types of taboo are produced in conversation among the characters in this movie? And the second question is, what the functions of the taboo words spoken by the characters in this movie? Okay, next. The next section is research method. Method of the data analysis can be analyzed based on the definition. This is the descriptive qualitative method. So the researcher use the descriptive research, and then the method of data collection. There are several several steps. The first is the researcher look at the whole story. Then watching the SpongeBob movie. It is especially SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run. The third is to rewatch the movie and verification the transcript. And the last steps is classifying and transferring the selected dialogues containing taboo words into the dataset. Also, unit of analysis for this research, the researcher used the utterance from the characters in the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run. Will be the basis for coding and analysis. Okay, next. Finding in this research is researchers found the types for what types of taboo words appears in this movie. The first is epithet. It becomes the most taboo word dominantly used by the characters. It is appears 14 times and it's about 58.3%. The second is profanity. It stands in the second position that appears 3 times with 37.5%. The last is vulgarity. It appears just once in the movie with 44.2%. The second result is functions. There are 3 functions found in the research. The first is to show content, which stands as the highest function used by the characters. It appears 11 times with 45.8%. The second is to draw attention. It stands as the second highest function and is used by the characters and appears 9 times. It's about 37.5%. And the last is to be provocative. It stands as the least used by the characters because it appears just 4 times with 16.7%. Okay, next. The conclusion. There are 3 conclusions of the objectives of this research. The first is the types of the taboo words, and the second is the functions of the taboo words. Okay, as the most dominant type of taboo words, epithet is considered as the most taboo word to insult listeners. Then, number 2, to show contempt becomes the most dominant here, which appears 11 times. To show contempt becomes the most function of taboo words used by the characters to express their dislike about something or someone. Finally, the researcher also encouraged to all parents, especially Indonesian parents, to be careful with taboos on cartoon movies. Also provide their children with educational serial cartoon movie that consider more polite and educate. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.